Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and my name is Natalie if you are new here, and I'm sure you can tell by the title of this video that I'm going to be giving my honest review about Olly vitamins. Now, it might not be the best review, and I wanted to preface this video by saying I'm not one to give bad reviews about things. It's just I don't go out of my way to say bad things about things. But this one I just wanted to show you guys the other side of things. You know, you see a lot of great reviews, a lot of sponsored reviews, and I think they kind of mask some of the issues that products might be giving people, just because it's so many like good reviews are thrown at you. A lot of times they are paid for. So I just wanted to be honest and show you something that didn't work for me. For example, I kept seeing Gretchen Garrity talk about Olly nighttime vitamins, the ones with melatonin, and she said that they really helped her start to sleep better. And I never had an issue with sleeping, but I just noticed that she mentioned this brand. It wasn't sponsored. She was just saying that she had a good experience. Versus recently I saw in Rachel Ratke's video that she started taking them. She thought she saw a little bit of a difference in her sleep, and then as she began taking them more consistently, she noticed that there really wasn't a difference in her sleep. So they're like, for an example of where a product may not have worked for someone versus they did work for someone else. So let me start from the beginning. So I will be talking about this vitamin. So these are the Olly Daily Energy for a steady flow of energy. Vitamin B12 plus, CoQ10, and goji berry. They're in the flavor Tropical Passion. So just a little bit about them. It says the goods inside: B12, the bee's knees. This active vitamin is essential for the production of cellular energy, the fuel your body needs to burn without burnout. CoQ10 is a key component that helps support your mitochondria, the energy producing structures that keep your cells powered up. And goji berry is a superfood used for centuries to help maintain a steady flow of energy. So back in December, I had seen these everywhere. So I saw them on Instagram, on Amazon. I was seeing YouTubers talk about them. So I just kind of got exposed to them. And then I also noticed that they basically took over the entire health and beauty section at Target. They had tons of different displays of their different vitamins. And so I thought, oh, well, maybe I should give them a shot. So on December 29th, or obviously a few days earlier, I ordered them on Amazon. So I ordered the Daily Energy and also the Women's Multivitamin. So these both showed up on December 29th, and I started using them that day. And I would say within the first few days, so maybe like 2 days later, I started getting really, really bad cystic acne on my chin. And I have never been one to suffer from acne, so I was really confused about why I was having this sudden breakout. And I started thinking about what I was eating. I didn't think I was eating terribly bad or any different than I normally do. And I was cleansing my face, washing my face, using the same makeup products. Nothing new, nothing had changed. And so I just went on, thought it was maybe my hormones. The acne kept getting worse. Like every day another pimple would show up, and these were like cystic. They were super, super deep, super painful. Like they weren't a traditional pimple that would probably go away within a few days. They were deep. and so painful, like to the touch. I would eat and they would hurt. I'd open my mouth and they would hurt, and they just wouldn't go away. And so January 2nd, I was over here in my room. I kept them in this little cubby right here, and I was making my bed, and I looked over at these and I thought, oh, I wonder if it's these vitamins. Like, this is the only thing that has changed in my my routine. And so I immediately started Googling all of the supplements in here and then seeing if it had a correlation with acne. And the first thing that came up was that an excess of B12, which is like the main ingredient in this, it's right, vitamin B12, can cause acne. And I thought, oh my god, this must be it, because I must already have enough B12 in my diet, and this is just adding way too much, and it's causing such bad breakouts. So as soon as I typed in Google B12 acne, something immediately came up. And I know these may not all be like credible sources, but it says the study found that in the presence of vitamin B12, the skin bacteria that are commonly linked to acne started pumping out inflammatory molecules known to promote pimples. They found that vitamin B12 changed the gene expression of the skin bacteria, which could have led to acne promoting inflammation. Can taking vitamin B12 supplements make your skin break out? There have been reports that the oral supplement does cause inflammation and acne through altering the metabolism of bacteria that live on the skin. So now the whole reason I even thought about trying these vitamins was because I figured, oh, I should be taking a woman's multivitamin. And then I thought about taking this energy one, because around 3 o'clock-ish, I get so tired and I always need to take a nap. And so I thought, well, maybe I should start taking a vitamin that might give me more energy throughout the day, so I don't have to take a nap, because obviously naps are great. I love them, but they are time consuming and they waste a lot of time, obviously. So that's how I even thought of trying these, and then I had such a bad breakout. So then on January 2nd, when I started Googling the link between B12 and acne, I then, well, I had already taken the vitamin that day, but then I decided, okay, tomorrow I am never taking these again. And almost immediately, so I didn't take it January 3rd, and by the morning of January 4th, I felt so much better already. My skin was less tender. I could tell that the inflammation was going down a little bit, and my skin finally started clearing up. Like, it was almost instantly. Like, instantly when I started taking the vitamins, the acne broke out, and instantly as I stopped taking them, it calmed down so much. And unfortunately, it did leave a lot of red marks, like right here. My skin is really sensitive, so it will hold on to these scars, if you will, for a few weeks, maybe a few months, but they will eventually go away because they're not actually scars. It's just pigmentation from the acne that my skin is holding on to. So here I am left with 2 big canisters of these vitamins, and I will never take this one again because I don't want to have those side effects. And to be fair, I didn't even experience extra energy either. I never noted that, or I didn't mention that, but I will now. And now I am kind of terrified to try the women's vitamin on its own. It has vitamins A, C, D, E, B's, biotin, and folic acid in it. And I just don't know if I want to take the risk, because I was in so much pain And maybe I, in fact, am getting enough vitamins from my diet and I just didn't know it. So now to the remedies. So while I was having these horrible breakouts, I was still using the same facial cleanser, washing my face morning and evening, even putting on some spot treatment products that I have from Dermalogica that always would work on my little pimples that I get. They would be gone overnight, and that didn't work at all. So that's what also really frustrated me, because I was like, well, this is really weird because these products always would work and now they aren't. So I knew it had to be something different. So anyway, I started increasing the amount of greens that I consumed, which I have noticed in the past has helped clear my skin up a lot. All those micronutrients are really good. So I'm gonna take you guys along with me to start some juicing. Recently my dad and I have been really into juicing. I like to make the greens too by Press Juicery. It's super easy to make at home if you have a juicer. Obviously all the ingredients are on the front of the bottle. I did go grocery shopping a few days ago and have used some of the items, so we'll see what I still have left, but let's go. Okay, so like I was saying, I noticed that when I drink green juice, and this was like prior to having this acne breakout, but when I drank green juice, it really cleared up my skin. So I was like, oh my gosh, let me run to the store, let me get some produce to make green juice out of, and let's hope that this helps my skin just even a little bit because it was so bad. So this is the juicer I am using. So it's honestly really big. It's a Juice Man. In the back is where the excess product goes, and then all of it drains into this little guy, and then up top, this is where this goes to push all of the produce in. Okay, so here I have kale, some baby spinach. I already used some of it. Normally I would use a whole bag. This is a big cucumber, lots of apples, lots of lemons, and some celery. I think the pressed recipe also, what is it? Parsley, I think it includes. And maybe some other stuff. I'm not quite sure. I don't really remember. But these are the main ingredients. As long as you have some greens, those are great. And celery produces a lot of juice. But the best part are the lemons and the apples. Because let me tell you, without them, it would taste disgusting. I really do not like the taste of kale, spinach, cucumber, or celery. So these are really key, and that's why I use so many of them, like 6 lemons, 2, 4, 6, 7 apples. I might even add more if it doesn't taste good. Okay, so the first thing that I do is wash all of the produce, like specifically the cucumber and the apples. And then after that, I dice these up a little bit just so that they're easier to go into the juicer. And then also with the apples, I cut them up and then cut out the core because I feel like that's gross and I don't really want seeds in my juice. And then with the lemons, I just cut off all the skin. Okay, so I have now diced up all of the fruit and vegetables. Of course, my apples are already getting a little brown, but this is what I did to the lemons. And then I just cut some ends off of the celery. Okay, so you might be able to tell. So I did an entire bag of kale and then like half a bag of spinach, and it literally only gave me this much juice. But I'll show you a trick later to get more juice out of it. As you can see back here, that's like all kale. So I'll take all of this stuff and then feed it back through, and then I'll get some more juice out of it. But now I'm going to finish up with the rest of those. I forgot to mention earlier, but I use this 3-liter jug, and it just has like one of these lids. And then once this fills up, I'll start putting it in here, and then it'll probably only get like that full, but you know, it's a nice thing to use because I don't really have anything else large enough for the amount of juice that I'm going to make. So obviously the celery made way more juice, so now I'm going to take this and put it in the big jug, and in the meantime I'm going to put this little glass under it to catch anything else and so it doesn't get on my counter. Okay, so here's my little hack on how to get a little extra juice out of the waste. So as you can tell, so I did all of that and it generated this much waste, and it's just like mush, but I put it back through and I actually get quite a bit more juice. Okay, so it's not that much, but it's still honestly, you know what, an inch of juice that I wouldn't otherwise get. So I'm gonna add this last amount to the jug. It's even still dripping, can you tell? Yeah, a little bit. I just finished cleaning the juicer. It kind of sucks cleaning it up. The kale, for some reason, goes everywhere. I think because it has the least amount of like water in it, so it's very like fine and it just is super flaky, so it goes everywhere. It's like all over the floor and the counter, and gets stuck in the pieces. But I just took the whole thing apart and cleaned it, and then I'll show you my juice. So here she is. Obviously didn't make that much, but it's just me this week, so I'm not sharing it with my dad. And then I always leave one of these in because you can see it like gets super chunky. But if you just stir it around a little bit, that like foam on top goes away. And then let me do a taste test. I don't want to have too much. I usually drink it in the morning. Let's see. It's really good. You can definitely taste the celery this time. Maybe I needed more apples or lemon, but I still really like it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, absolutely no hate towards Olly vitamins or anything like that. I just wanted to show you guys that some products work for some people and don't work for other people. Most of the time on social media, we just see the good, and I kind of just wanted to show you guys that some thing that might be considered like healthy or good for you or whatever may not have the greatest effects on you like it did for me. So I just wanted to get that out there. And then let me know if you try the juicing recipe. Literally every time I do it, it tastes differently. There's no real like recipe. I mean, I'm sure Press Juicery probably has one, the exact portions down, but I kind of just do it to my taste. Like I said today, it tastes a lot like celery, but that's fine. You know, could use I should get used to the taste of celery. I should eat it more. It's really good for you, and it's very hydrating. So anyway, I hope if you are struggling with your skin that maybe you give this juicing recipe a try, and let me know how it goes. Bye. See you in my next video.